Imagine this. You wake up at 6 a.m. You rush to work. You put in 8, 10, even 12 hours.
You're not lazy. You're not stupid. So why can't you get ahead? You are not alone. The World Bank reports that over 1.1 billion people live in poverty worldwide, and the United Nations Development Program classifies over 1.1 billion people as poor. 485
It's because they're trapped in something economists call the poverty trap. The poverty trap is a self-reinforcing cycle that keeps poor people poor.
You can't think about the future because you're too busy solving today's problems. You can't invest in education or a business.
A massive study by the London School of Economics and MIT analyzed 27 randomized programs across 17 countries. On average, only about 25% of poor households are actually trapped. The rest have the ability to climb out, but they
In Bangladesh, researchers found that giving poor households a single cow worth about $500.
4 years later, they had accumulated 14% more assets than those who received nothing.
Why did it work?
But here's the uncomfortable truth. For some people, the trap is structural. In South Sudan,
For these people, poverty isn't a mindset problem. It's a survival problem. You can't plan for the future when you're just trying to survive today. In Burundi, every other child is chronically malnourished, stunting their growth and their ability to learn. This entrenches them further in the cycle of poverty. So what keeps most people poor? It's a combination of factors. Lack of capital, limited education, systemic barrier.
But there's another, often overlooked factor, and it's the most powerful one of all. A study published in the University of Illinois. In other words, poverty makes you less intelligent because of the stress it causes.
One of the most powerful examples comes from India. In a bustling vegetable market in Chennai, everyday dealers borrow 1,000 rupees from They sell their goods, earn back 1,100 rupees, and pay 1,050 rupees back to the lender. They profit just 50 rupees a day. But here's the tragedy. If they save just 5 rupees a day for 50 days, they could stop borrowing entirely and keep all their profits.
But they can't see that because they're trapped in the scarcity mindset. They're so focused on today's survival that they can't invest in tomorrow's freedom. That's coming up next. There's a famous experiment that explains everything. A group of people is asked to play a simple game. They're given a limited number of moves and told to score as many points as possible.
the group with plenty of time thinks strategically, explores different options, and scores higher.
The group in a rush makes impulsive decisions, misses obvious strategies, and scores lower.
This is exactly what happens to poor people.
But with money instead of time.
Scientists call it the scarcity mindset.
When you don't have enough, your brain is hijacked by the immediate problem. You can't think about the future because the present is screaming for attention.
The research is clear. Poverty reduces cognitive capacity. Persistent financial concerns impose a... Research from Princeton University uses a powerful metaphor. The wealthy have a big suitcase, which allows...
This is where the cycle becomes a trap. The poor make decisions that keep them poor,
It's not laziness, it's biology. The Nobel Prize-winning economist Esther Duflo put it this way: the poor are not inherent. Now here's the part no one talks about. For some people, poverty isn't just about money, it's about identity. Now here's the part no one talks about. For some people, poverty isn't just about money, it's about identity. And breaking that cycle starts with understanding it.
When you grow up poor, you internalize a set of beliefs that keep you stuck. People like me don't get rich.
Research from Columbia Business School reveals something surprising. Feeling poor can actually make wealthy people spend more. When high-income individuals feel financially insecure,
They buy luxury items to restore their sense of status and control. In other words, poverty is as much a psychological condition as it is a financial one.
So what does escape look like? It's not just about getting a better job or working harder. It's about breaking the cycle of
first, you need a big push. Research shows that a one-time asset transfer can permanently change a household's trajectory.
Second, you need to build financial literacy. According to a study by NASDAQ, financial literacy in the US has been stuck at around 50% for years.
Third, you need to change your environment. The people around you, the information you consume, and the opportunities available to you shape your beliefs and behaviors.
Surround yourself with people who think differently, people who believe in growth, people who challenge you to become better.
Finally, and this is the hardest one, you need to let go of the shame. Most people who stay poor are stuck in a cycle of self-blame.
But the research shows poverty is not a moral failing. It's a structural condition, and it requires structural solutions.
So, why do most people stay poor? It's not laziness, it's not stupidity, it's a combination of
But here's the good news. Escape is possible. It's happening every day in villages and cities around the world.
The question isn't whether you can escape, it's whether you're ready to start.
The future is not determined by where you start, but by where you choose to go. And the first step is understanding the trap, so you can finally break free.
Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay free. This has been Money Decoded HQ. See you in the next one.
See you next time, and remember, in the world of money, knowledge is the only currency that can't be devalued.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We decode money, economics, and the future, one video at a time.